Yo, happy Friday night, guys. I dwell in my backyard sanctuary. I mean, like, I could be in my 2x2 cell block, like I was plenty of times. And you know what? Being in this sanctuary, in the wrong mind state, there was no difference from being in a beautiful, gorgeous environment when you hear the crickets and you feel the cold breeze and it feels all good, to being in a 2x2 cell block. I mean, most people know me. I know I've been to prison and shit. But the fucked up part is that you can be trapped in your own brain, in your own prison, in beautiful environments. So, I mean, I know the old sayings like, you gotta change your environment, change your environment, change your environment. I like to do that. That's why I traveled a lot. That's why I took my family all over the country. You know, different beautiful spots. But when you get trapped into the spot that you hear every single day, it doesn't look so beautiful no more. Like, well, Ricky, I'd happily be in your backyard with you chilling. You know what I'm saying? Shooting the convo and all this other good shit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, me too. But at the end of the day, when you don't appreciate it, you don't respect it. See, it's like a thin line, like, appreciation and respect, right? So, if you don't respect it, you can't appreciate it. If you don't appreciate it, you get no respect. There's a long time I sat back here by myself on a fucking chair or a bench, hating everything. You know what I'm saying? Hating everything. And we project what we accept, right? So it's all perception. So if you wake up in the morning and you hate your environment, like I did plenty of times, you're just projecting that back to yourself and your environment. Now, how matter is beautiful is going to be always negative to you, right? Same thing works with entrepreneurship. Same thing works with relationships. Same thing works with anything you actually think about. I mean, it's cause and effect, right? So you're causing it and it's bringing you back the effect. So you have 10 times negative attitude, you're getting 20 times of it back. And sometimes you don't even know how to escape it, right? So you gotta chill and think like, hey, trust in the process, trust in God, trust in everything else, and you're sitting here for a reason. You could be in worse situations. I mean, there's a person across the world right now that you don't even know that would happily take your place, so you could sit in his shoes in a worse environment. But you know, there's times I was growing up and I had a lot of things and I would appreciate things. Like, I remember one time, yo, I was sleeping in train stations in Manhattan. I was chilling with my homeboys at the time, you know what I'm saying, because I just hated everything. But I remember sitting there one time, and I forgot the street it was. But yo, there was an old bum there, yo. And I got to talking to him a little bit. And he was just like, yo, I enjoy what I'm doing. I'm like, not trying to step on his shoes and toes and bags and all the other bullshit. I said, how can you enjoy this? He's like, because I accepted it. So I had to think about that. So that day, I remember, I went to sleep on the bench. And I thought to myself, maybe this is the life I'm supposed to have. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this is the life I'm supposed to have. And I accepted it. And I was like, I can get used to this. I didn't feel bad anymore. I felt like good. I felt like, man, this is where life led me. We're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna do what we gotta do, right? You know what I'm saying? So now I'm like this big ass house and everything like that. And like I got into a point where I didn't appreciate it. And it's like, why? Why not? So it's all about the power of perception, you know what I'm saying, and what you think. I mean, look, if you're having relationship issues, like I have, and I try to tell my wife this, you know, but whatever. What I'm trying to say is this. If you see the person as ugly, you're going to keep on seeing the person as ugly. If you see the person as beautiful, you're going to see the person as beautiful. It's your choice. You're going to look at your fucking project window and cry about it, or you're going to look at your project window and enjoy it. Like, I mean, it's a double-edged sword. Like, you choose what you want. You look at a business opportunity as a failure, it's going to be a failure. All right, so I got a voicemail from a good customer friend of mine, and she discouraged. A lot of things weren't working for her. You know, she got this, got that, got a third. I gotta make this work. I gotta make this work. Gotta make this work. You know, I've been in that situation before, where like I gotta make it work. I gotta make it work. But then I asked, like, you know, are you making it work for yourself, or are you making it work to prove something to somebody else? See, if somebody else has that influence in you and says, yo, if you don't make this work, well, then I don't believe in you. I told her, it's like like white noise in the radio. You listen to your favorite radio station, you got your song bumping, you're feeling fucking good, and then all you hear is and you're like, oh shit, let me change the dial. You know? And it's like, that's what outside perception is. And when you let it into your own perception, then guess what? You're projecting the same thing, if that makes sense. Well, it does make sense, but maybe not make sense to you right now. Anyway, long story short is you gotta enjoy everything you do and have massive gratitude for it. And if you don't have massive gratitude for it, then you're only setting yourself up for failure. I mean, be happy for the... Okay, so one dude I follow, this guy David, his grandfather studied Nouvelle Goddard, and his name was Elmar Olaka Jr. Look it up on YouTube. He has mad following. I'm in his school community. Dude was in prison for like 8.5 years, you know? And most people were like, I lost 8.5 years of my life. He used it as an experience to better himself, become a better version of himself. Now he's beasting it. 2 years out of prison, and he has 400,000 followers. He has a school community with thousands of people, paying him $55 a month. I talked to him. He has mad opportunity on the plate. He manifests anything he wants. He tells it how it is. And his purpose is, like, as a light worker, is to help mad people, right? So you're only like a year or two away, I mean, of changing your perspective now and say, hey, maybe the opportunity didn't work because I did something wrong. I mean, why did you buy the opportunity in the first place? Oh, because he said it works. So if it works, then I'm gonna buy it. And then 2 months later, 3 months later, it don't work for you. That motherfucker's a scam artist. He's a con artist. He screwed me on my money. Yeah, keep on bringing that negative lack into your life. Check it. You bought it because the opportunity was solid. You believed in it. You did something wrong inside of it, and then it didn't work for you. Now you don't believe in it. Now you gotta play the blame game to make yourself feel better, or to tell the person who has a gun to your head, make it work, or you're not doing the right thing. Fuck out of here. You know I'm always going to bring the real to you. Look, I have been changing my brain through my life over and over and over. I'm fucking tired as fuck. I've been working my ass off. But I feel fucking great. Because work is not a chore to me. Work is something I enjoy. I enjoy working. Like, I was listening to David. He's like, so many people have a fucking, like, label at work. Like, oh, I gotta get up at 9. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. No. Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? This guy has $100 million in the fucking bank. He chills on beaches all day. I mean, I gotta sit in a cubicle. Yo. Work should not be negative. Work should be fulfilling. Even if you don't like it, just make it fulfilling, because then you'll get yourself out of it. Opportunities you get into, you believed in the first place. It's not because the salesperson had very good persuasion. I mean, maybe you did, but still. I mean, honestly, you believed in it. So who's the fault? Did you make it work? I mean, don't get me wrong. There is scams in the industry. I've seen people scammed out of their money. Okay? Please. I get it. But understand that the opportunities or the people that I bring around you are not scams. Okay? I don't operate like that. All right? Anyway, yo. Love you guys. I hope you take this message seriously. But at the end of the day, don't wait on anybody. I ain't saving you. The government's not saving you. Your mama's not saving you. Right? You got to do something about it. Just because that didn't work and this didn't work, either you didn't do it, or maybe you did get scammed. I don't know. I got scammed plenty of times. Oh, well. Am I crying about it? I made the money back threefold and I lost it threefold. Oh, well. I'm the type of guy that can have millions in the bank or fucking $100 in the bank. And I still think the same way. How do I not make the same mistakes? How do I build it back? And then once I build it back, how do I not lose it? You get smarter, right? So, I don't know. I'm just going to keep on making a lot of videos like this just to hit y'all on the head. I got too much experience. And I appreciate y'all. I mean, if you see my credentials of what I did, oh my God. I'll show you guys how to build sales funnels that fucking just convert easy. But, I had to get my mindset right. That means I had to, stop all the negative, increase the positive, increase the peace, and tell myself that it's going to be all right when no one else in the world would pat me on the back and say it's going to be all right. I kept on looking for that person to be like, it's going to be all right, Ricky. It's going to be all right. And no one was there to do it for me. I mean, my father was there to do it for me, but he passed away. So now he can't do that for me. Anyway, yo. I'm just chilling. I'm in a very good mind state. I'm going to help a lot of people. And you know what? I was thinking about this. You know my true purpose? I need to be in the halfway houses, the hoods, the jail systems, the group homes. I need to teach these people how to get off the streets and change their mentality. I think that's why I'm going to be fulfilled. And I got to keep my eyes on the prize with that, right? And not get discouraged and think I have no value. We all have value. We all have power. It's up to you to use that, though. Stop the blame game. And then you hear this word, narcissist. He's a narcissist. She's a narcissist. What the fuck are you talking about? Fucking hate this social media sometimes, bro. He said, she said bullshit. Go back to fucking third grade with that shit. Fifth grade with that shit. Please. All right, love you guys. See you in the morning.